Absolutely amazing bowling here from United 11.
Yes, they definitely have their noses in front now, and the DL will still come into play. So if they can clean up these last 3 wickets, then their ultimate score may be not very much. Yes, we must apologise for some of the lack of replays and that sort of thing coming through right now. We did have the rain played havoc on our communication tent. Everything got wet. We had to move everything undercover. Had to dismantle half the stuff. And it took quite a while to get it up and running again. But we are back in action. Have heard word that all the digital reviews, DRS, is back in effect. But Sherrod's continuing. He's picked up, apart from the mighty 6 to start the over, fought back with 2 wickets, continuing right arm around. And some confusion, but they should come through for the single, and they do.
Notice it's quite a bit of hesitation there between the runners.
Much like your commentary at that very second.
Exactly. After a 2-hour break, you kind of lose focus there. So
exactly. And it seems like a couple of the batters did as well.
Just like the batters are getting their eyes set in, I'm just getting my voice set in here on the mic.
But that brings us to the end of 11. We'll get the score and update the scores in just a second. It'll be 77 for 7 after 11. So that's the number of heaven. So people can do the math. That's 7 runs per over after 11 overs and 7 wickets down. So fair to say the Bubba brothers are in quite a bit of strife here in this final of the Liberty Cup 2022 edition. Thanks again to sponsors Studio 7, Chicago, to 9 Sports, to CAD Engineering, and of course to Sabri Nihani, who's provided the feast behind us that is rapidly disappearing. And thanks to my fellow commentator Shaz, who's been around for the great majority of the tournament. I've been on vacation, just managed to pop in for today for one match, which seems like it's turned into a one-day affair. 20 over match.
It has turned into an ODI here, absolutely.
50 over. It's scheduled to start at 3 o'clock. Unfortunately, due to the rain, was made 4:30. Now, that being said, it is a tournament with prize money involved, and fair credit to the main organizer, Hassan Dastir, wants to get the most out of it, give both teams the most fair opportunity on the field to pick that up. And so we have Abi Verk coming back into the attack. Right arm over the wicket to Christopher.
It's a good delivery. It just, this tournament, Julian, has been so good. First of all, they only bring in the big guns at the end, such as yourself, to do the final and the commentary box. And then the second part of it is we've had such a good tournament this whole weekend, right? And it absolutely deserves an ending.
Mm-hmm.
Albeit maybe a little bit shortened than what we'd like, but nonetheless, an ending that hopefully will determine who the winner is.
I think our scorers have the wrong batter on strike. Slashed away. Down to the man at third man. Just a single.
Who's scoring? Who's scoring?
Oh, and bowled him. Wow. Clean bowled. Fantastic delivery. Yorker on off stump. You saw the zing stumps light up. Clean bowled. Excellent delivery.
And that was Kabir.
That is Kabir, should be the one given out. We'll make sure our scorers get this correct. Whoever's scoring, just make sure you flip the batter and give the correct man out. There we go. He does. He's got it done correctly. So you see Kabir out.
For the Baba brothers, you would have hoped maybe that rain delay got them a little bit of chance to regroup, but
they're trying to all regroup again under the tent. It looks like they keep coming in and going back in quick procession.
it seems like nobody really wants to be out here at the crease from the Baba brothers side.
No. So some rapid fire wickets there by United 11, who are absolutely in front. Although I can imagine Baba brothers will come out on the attack. We're going to see the replay.
Let's take a look. Yeah.
Oh, he just caught the last bit of it. But he saw the stump falling down and the guy walking off. That's pretty much what happens when you get clean bowled. And see umpire Mushir just shaking his head because he's like, I got to come in and set that up again.
Yes, it's been a lot of work for the umpires, not just umpiring, of course, but also all the technicalities that go with the decision making of is the field playable, right? Safety is, of course, the first most of
Safety
importance.
is paramount. Last thing we want to do is have any of these players injure themselves.
Absolutely.
Some of them international have to go home. Some of them have to get up and work tomorrow.
Just like you and I.
Yes.
Well, we must go out and go back to our main source.
That's right.
And the hobby must end at the end of this evening.
Oh,
there's a
big
shout.
appeal. He looks like he was outside the line of off stump when it hit him, and perhaps missing the stumps as such. But a good delivery nonetheless. And they should have run through from a leg by. Was that signal leg by? Maybe got a bit of bat on it. I mean, there was no signal, so they're going to count as a run. No, it was called a leg by. It was called a leg by. As it should have been. So, good over so far from Abhi. And doing an amazing job.
He has, and I was telling to Shark a little bit earlier that Abhi has kind of been the flying under the radar, but very, very good bowler. He's been doing a phenomenal job for the United 11. Sharl and Sashil have been gotten a lot of the
firmly there.
The highlights, but
driven firmly down the man to the man at long on. Easy single, but an easy bit of fielding as well. And just the run. That's Christopher Powell, and it's going to be Amin Gilani on strike, left-hander.
It's turning out to be a pretty pleasant evening out here, Julian.
It's
with the wind.
turning a rather pleasant evening, and it's going to be a long evening. Although that was a fast delivery, or quicker than expected. Well pitched. Fooled him. And that is the end of the 12th over. 80 runs on the board. Baba Brothers 8 for 80. 4 overs remaining. Again, not sure on the calculation of that 16 over match, but given the total score here, we may not see the second innings go the distance, but we're yet to see. There's still 4 overs remaining. If one of these players, such as Christopher Powell, gets running, picks up a few bonus runs, the score of 120 at this stage, chased in 16, might be a tough ask, especially with the lights coming on.
And the lights are on. You speak of it, Julian. Just turning on here a short while ago.
Okay, so it's not over yet. Sharad continuing. And nicely was sort of like a fine cut down behind Gully for 2 runs. For Christopher Powell to move on to 4 runs.
And there you see Sharad. He's got the ball in his jersey again, just to remind everyone that the ground has obviously an incredible amount of moisture on there right now. So just keeping that ball as dry as possible. One for grip to make sure obviously they can grip it properly.
Especially as a spinner, he needs to get the grip to be able to develop any spin.
Exactly, and the other part is also, the ball changes shape very rapidly when it obtains that moisture. So just paramount to just keep it about as dry as possible. So dot ball from Sherwood. It's done. It's been a really good all-rounder for the United 11, both with the bat and the ball. It's already taken 2 wickets in this match, and
maybe a wide down leg side, misses everything, and umpire Mushir walks out, signals wide majestically.
just spreads his arms, and all he needs to do is flap. See, maybe he gets some air in there.
Well, with the breeze coming across the ground, he may just take off.
I think the hat's aerodynamics may help them as well. So just
for those of you old enough, that's somewhat like the Flying Nun TV show from back in the day. Lofted up there.
Oh, another wicket
And a
down.
Catch. Excellent catch.
Absolutely great fielding from the United 11. That's Abhi Work, who had just bowled the previous over. And Julian, no mistakes being made out on the field.
No, taking everything. It's sensational. 9 wickets down for just 83.
Wow. This has been
This is a romp right now.
almost, I would say, dominating performance from the United 11, from what they've displayed with the ball and then also with their prowess in the field. So take a look at this replay.
It was well struck too.
It's a flighted
That was
delivery,
definitely well
slightly.
struck, but some good camera footage there of excellent catch, moving to his right, which have to give him credit for that. It was an excellent catch. We've seen a couple of excellent catches today, and some, again, full credit to our cameraman. See the replay again. That was well struck. Chris Powell will be considering himself a little unfortunate to have just hit it straight to the fielder, and he's not happy.
You see that
little annoyed dance?
Yes, that's not the happy kind of dance.
No.
That's the I can't believe that just happened. I hit that about as hard as I could and as flat as I could. Give credit to Abhi. Reaction was there.
We've got Hanan Amin coming in, number 11. Handy batter himself. Certainly no mug. But I think fair to say that. See the reaction of the bowler there. Oh, that's an excellent shot. Look at that catch.
Wow.
Straight in the hands.
What a catch. And absolutely phenomenal camera work by our team.
Hats off to the camera crew. And to Amir, who's running the whole show from a rather moist tent, communication tent.
There was a part in the second rain out where there was water coming in, and Omer just was like, guys, I need help now, immediately. Move this table. And Omer was absolutely in charge. We knew it.
No, absolutely.
And, no. And he signals, I'm sorry, no, this is no means a way to call you out. Just it was awesome to see just the total flip of a switch from a calm guy to no, now we need to do this immediately.
This stuff's very expensive.
I believe it. It's
the man's laptop is worth a fortune.
I don't even want to know what that's
Contains
worth.
all the Cricket Club secrets.
So that's the end of 13. So 3 overs left to go. Remember, it's a 16-over match now. And 84 for the Baba brothers, down 9. So can't
really, I would say that's just the job right now of these remaining 2 batters.
Stay there.
Just to stay there as long as they can. Another few singles here and there. If they can get anywhere close to 100, at least from a psychological factor, breaking the 100 mark is certainly helpful. Anything less than 100, they're going to feel completely underdone.
And here's the other thing right now. You got Abhivor coming back. Look for those Yorkers.
Yes.
That's what he specializes in. It seems like in this tournament, his all the wickets that he's taken have been absolutely perfectly placed Yorkers, and he's lit up the stumps. So with with the number 10 batter going in, look for these Yorkers.
There it is again. That
Oh,
was
he
a little
missed
wide.
it. He missed it.
There's
He went
a guy
wide.
there, but it does clear his head. That was a well-struck delivery for 6. Oh,
I thought that was going to get.
it was just over his head. Timed that rather well.
It's a very, very good shot.
So just a few of those and a few more singles. If they can last the distance, they get 100, maybe 110 now.
It's definitely a possibility, and you got to have something to defend, right?
Exactly, something to defend. Other team will have 16 overs to get it. Obviously, the DL calculation might come in. That actual total might change a little bit.
And rightfully so, because obviously the DL method, it's going to take the amount of time. Oh, there's an inside edge.
That was a perfect Yorker.
And great fielding. Oh, is it going to be possible for a run out? Oh, is it going to be gone? Yes. Umpire Luckman with the finger, and that's it.
Did they get one? I think they ran one there with all the confusion. I can't quite tell if they managed to go for one and come back.
And Julian, that sums up the innings absolutely perfectly for the Bobber brothers here. Just absolute carnage, absolute miscommunication.
Yes.
Just unbelievable.
So they gave him two. I don't think they ran two. I'm just checking on the score. What's that?
Here's a replay. Just want to confirm this. It's already been given.
So it's one run and then out.
But here we go. He gathers. Oh, he's miles away. Absolutely miles away.
Amin Gilani got out.
And that was Amin. And there's Ravinder. You see him absolutely ecstatic. That is
ecstatic momentarily, and then back to the very calm man that he normally is.
Well played. Absolutely well played by the United 11. So 93, that's what they end up at. We're going to go ahead, and I believe there will be the...
There wasn't a two.
There'll be a DL calculation, and that will be given to the United 11 as to what they're going to chase in 16 overs here.
We're just getting the scorecard corrected there for you. It should be 91 all out. There it is, 91 all out. So they hit the six, and then they should have easily come back for two on that one, but so much hesitation. So all out for 91. We'll get the DL calculation together here so we know what the total is. It's probably be around that mark, but we'll find out shortly.
So that concludes the first innings there for the Bobber brothers. By all standards, underperformed on that one, but give credit to the United 11. Absolutely showing no mercy with their bowling performance on the field. Absolute great agility, to making no errors out in the field as well, making every single catch, and just absolutely wonderfully done. So as we wait on what the new DL score will be, what the chase will be for the United 11 as Cricket Clubs continues to update. Want to give again a quick shout out to our sponsors, Studio 7, CAD Engineering, Sabri Nihari, and 9 Sports. So we've got a message for you, a special message from the Consulate General of Pakistan, and he's got a few words for us to say, or for him to say, excuse me. So I'll have our tech team go ahead and play that for all of us to view.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम ladies and gentlemen, हम यहाँ पे मौजूद हैं बोलिंगबर्ग क्रिकेट स्टेडियम पे। आज 4th of July पे हमारा हो रहा है बहुत ही आला लिबर्टी कप 2022। Hassan Dastagir साहब यहाँ पे हैं, he's the organizer, and I'm very thankful to the BPL, which is our league, and to KSO as well. लेकिन आज हमारे साथ जो शख्सियत यहाँ पे सारे मौजूद हैं, they don't need any introduction. First and foremost, the Honorable Tariq Kareem साहब, हमारे Honorable Consul General यहाँ पे मौजूद हैं। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, आपने टाइम निकाला अपने बिजी स्केड्यूल से यहाँ पर आए, और ऐसा लग रहा है कि ये 4th of July नहीं है, ये 14 अगस्त का दिन है, क्योंकि मेरे पाकिस्तानी भाई जितने भी यहाँ पे हैं हमारे बराबर में, truly legends of international cricket, इरफान भाई हैं, सोहेल तनवीर भाई हैं, कामरान अकमल साहब हैं, सोहेल खान साहब हैं। सो ये बड़ी ही खुशी का मौका है कम्युनिटी वालों के लिए, हमारे लिए, एंड स्पेशली क्रिकेट के लिए। I do also want to introduce Talal Shahid Bhai, who's the backbone of our community here in Bolingbrook. So Talal Bhai, आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, आपने इतना support किया हम लोगों को इतने सालों से, अपने बच्चों की तरह हमें सिखाया बहुत कुछ. तो ये ground है, सब कुछ है. You know, Talal Bhai has really been a mentor to all of us. तो मैं ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लूँगा क्योंकि इतने सारे लोग आए हुए हैं, मुझसे ज़्यादा important लोग हैं यहाँ पे. So I do want to give the mic first to the Honorable Consul General Tariq Karim साहब. तारिक भाई आप बोलें कुछ.
जी बहुत शुक्रिया बिर अली साहब. सबसे पहले तो मैं तलत साहब का बहुत मशकूर हूँ और मिर अली साहब का जिन्होंने मुझे यहाँ इनवाइट किया और आप सब लोगों से मिलकर बड़ी खुशी हुई है. बीपीएल जैसे कि बॉलिंगब्रुक प्रीमियर लीग और मिर अली साहब की जितनी भी पूरी ये सारी टीम है इनकी, तलत साहब की, बड़ा काम हुआ है यहाँ. और बॉलिंगब्रुक को हमेशा हमारा बड़ा एक्टिव सेगमेंट्स है जो हमारी ब्रॉडर मिड वेस्ट और शिकागो लैंड कम्युनिटी है. बहुत अच्छे काम यहाँ हो रहे हैं और ख़ासकर ये जो ग्राउंड है और एक दो और ग्राउंड भी यहाँ जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन से लिए हैं बॉलिंगब्रुक के, मेयर राजर कलार साहब हैं, उसके अलावा जो पार्क डिस्ट्रिक्ट के हैं और लोगों ने, और हमारी जो कम्युनिटी के जैसे तलत साहब और मिर अली साहब ने बड़ी कोशिशों के बाद क्रिकेट को और क्रिकेट ग्राउंड को यहाँ मुतारफ़ कराया है. हमारे में बड़ा खुशी हुई है पाकिस्तान से जो इरफान साहब हैं, सुहेल साहब हैं और कामरान साहब हैं, सुहेल खान साहब हैं, तो ये पाकिस्तान को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं क्रिकेट में. और बिलखसूस यहाँ आके अमेरिकन शहरियों को क्रिकेट का सिखाना, क्रिकेट का शौक़, क्रिकेट को मुतारफ़ कराना बड़ी अच्छी बात है. और मैं समझता हूँ ये सिर्फ स्पोर्ट्स और जो कल्चरल टाइज़ हैं, यही पीपल टू पीपल इंटरेक्शंस और आपका एक दोनों मुल्कों के और आवाम के दरमियान जो ताल्लुकात हैं उसके लिए भी बड़ी ज़रूरी है. और यहाँ मैं समझता हूँ कि इसमें आप लोग क्रिकेट यहाँ फैला रहे हैं तो ये एक पाकिस्तान का कल्चर प्रमोट कर रहे हैं. तो जितने यहाँ के मैंने देखे पिछली जो कोशिशें की गई हैं, मिर अली साहब ने जैसे बताया, तो ये कोशिशों से ये है कि इंटरेस्ट पैदा हो रही है और यहाँ लोग ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हो रहे हैं. तो मुझे उम्मीद है कि ये राब्ते बढ़ेंगे. और चूँकि हमारा जो एक टारगेट है कि अवाम के दरमियान और मुल्कों के दरमियान अच्छे तल्लुकात हों, तो उसमें बड़ा कलीदी किरदार आप अदा कर रहे हैं. तो मैं आप सब लोगों को कंग्रेचुलेट करूँगा कि आपने ये जितने भी कोशिशें की हैं ये बड़ी बराबर हुई हैं. और आज जो आप टूर्नामेंट कर रहे हैं और बेस्ट विशेस टीम्स के लिए भी हैं और जो भी रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, तो मैं समझता हूँ कि ये कारवान, ये महफिलें, ये क्रिकेट का ये सारा कल्चरल पीपल टू पीपल स्पोर्ट्स ये मज़ीद बढ़ेगा तेज़ी से, ताकि पूरे अमेरिका को आप पाकिस्तान जो है ये क्रिकेट सिखाए और ये क्रिकेटिंग टाइज जो हैं ये मज़ीद बढ़ें. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आप सबका. थैंक यू सो मच.
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया कौंसल साहब फॉर योर काइंड वर्ड्स. तो मैं ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लूँगा, लेकिन मेरे इतने अच्छे दोस्त, मेरे सुपरस्टार्स कहते हैं, मैंने उनको देखा है. कामी भाई बोले ठीक. कामी भाई मेरे बराबर में खड़े हैं, बहुत अच्छे दोस्त हैं, भाई जैसे हैं मेरे लिए. और आज तो उनकी बैटिंग देख के मुझे इतनी खुशी हुई है, लग रहा था कि खैर मैं वो मैच का नाम नहीं लूँगा, लेकिन बहुत अच्छी बैटिंग की कामी भाई ने. तो कामी भाई टीम की तरफ से आप कुछ बोलें.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. थैंक यू सर, ग्रेट ऑनर. आप आए हैं और यहाँ सपोर्ट करने आए हैं जो हम लोगों को चाहिए, इन कम्युनिटी को चाहिए. आप जैसे बात की है आपने, तो इकट्ठे रहना बड़ा ज़रूरी है और रिलेशनशिप बड़ा इम्पोर्टेंट है. और पाकिस्तान अमेरिका के यहाँ पे जितने लोग हैं, तो यही एक चीज़ है स्पोर्ट्स जो इकट्ठा कर सकती है. तो ऐसे इवेंट और फुल क्रेडिट देना चाहिए इन लोगों को, जैसे वो आए हैं सपोर्ट करने आए हैं, हम लोगों को वेलकम किया, इतना प्यार दिया, बड़ा अच्छा लगा. मिर अली साहब को जैसे ये मेहनत 20 साल से कर रहे हैं, ये बता रहे हैं ग्राउंड्स की टेक केयर करना, और उसके बाद जो मेन जो काम है ये लिबर्टी कप करवाना, हम लोगों को इकट्ठे करना. हसन ने जैसे मेहनत की है, अमेजिंग टूर्नामेंट, बड़ा एंजॉय किया हम लोगों ने. और मज़ीद इंशाल्लाह आते रहेंगे और आपकी सपोर्ट रही तो इंशाल्लाह जो हमारे पाकिस्तानी एशियन कम्युनिटी है जो क्रिकेट खेलना चाहती है, ऐसे टूर्नामेंट होंगे, ऐसे इवेंट होंगे, तो डेफिनेटली उनका ध्यान इस तरफ लगेगा. जो दूसरी तरफ हम लोग देख रहे हैं स्मार्टफोन की वजह से काफ़ी बिज़ी हो गए हैं सोशल लाइफ में, तो स्पोर्ट्स में आएंगे तो इंशाल्लाह तो वो उनका ध्यान अच्छा होगा और अमेरिकन स्पोर्ट्स ऊपर जाएगी। वो आप लोगों की वजह से होगी, इस मीडिया की वजह से होगी, ऐसे इवेंट की वजह से होगी। थैंक यू वंस अगेन, और मेरी टीम की तरफ से, पाकिस्तानियों की तरफ से पूरे अमेरिका को हैप्पी इंडिपेंडेंस डे। थैंक यू।
वेरी वेल डन, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। बैक टू यू, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Well, welcome back. For those of you watching, just want to give you an update, which should appear on your screen fairly soon. The Duckworth-Lewis method, Duckworth-Lewis, I can't even say it, DL method has been used to calculate the target. And as expected, there's usually a slight difference between what you would expect and the target going forward. The United 11 have a target of 90 runs to win, 90 runs to win in their 16 overs. You might think that looks a bit odd since the Baba brothers scored 91, but the DL method is based on the number of resources available to you, and because United 11 had picked up 5 wickets prior to the rain interruption, that swings the calculation back into their favour. If 4 wickets had fallen by the break, then it probably would have been about a par level, and we'd see the score about 92 to win, as you would expect based on the score on your screen. If United 11 had only picked up 1 or 2 wickets prior to the break, then that would elevate the target score, since the first team started out batting thinking they had 20 overs to bat, and as it turned out they only had 16 and didn't even make it to that. They only went 13 and a bit. But that's the bottom line. So 90 runs to win in 16 overs is the DL recalculated score. The updated playing conditions, the power play will be 5 overs instead of the usual 6. And with the 16 overs to bowl, one guy will be able to bowl 4 overs, and then, or a maximum of 4 overs, and anyone else will be a maximum of 3 overs. So that's how it pans out. Hopefully that all makes sense to you. As it turns out, it's going to be fairly level, but just 90 runs to win, other than you might think, looking at your screen right now, that it would be 92 to win. That's where the Duckworth-Lewis comes into calculation. Hopefully that all makes sense to you. But as it is, we're about to get underway with the second innings, the culmination of the Liberty Cup 2022 edition. And again, I would like to thank my co-commentator here, Shaz, who's been here all weekend doing a stellar job. I think he's ready to go home and probably take a shower after being here all day in these sticky, sweaty conditions.
Thank you, Julian. Much appreciated. Absolutely. First and foremost, shout out to my wife, Maria Kazi Latif, for
tolerating all of this.
Absolutely. The whole season, actually.
Yes.
It's usually cricket in the summer and then basketball in the winter, so there's really no downtime.
So at some point, she's going to want payback.
Exactly. So, sweetheart, I'll make it up to you somehow, some way.
There you go.
And the first delivery of the over, it's going to be going down leg. I believe that's going to be given a wide.
Should be.
And then 2 runs addition.
End up being 3 wides total, I think.
Yep, there it is. So Ilhan not too happy with himself on that. This one just rides into Sharo. So Ilhan with a response on that one. Not too happy with himself, but he's targeting that leg stump. It's actually been doing that this whole tournament, actually. Just that middle leg. That's what it seems like it's going to. There you see Captain Moeen Babar just having a conversation.
It was 3 wides. It was a wide and 2. They ran 2, so 3 wides.
An attempted heave there from Surrell. Doesn't get much bat on ball there, if anything.
And then another dot. So.
Another good delivery here from Sohail Khan. Looks like that first delivery where he missed has got him a little teed off, if you will, Julian. He just, you see that focus, that intent now.
All right, we're just getting everything corrected on the scoreboard and everything, just so you folks watching along at home are up to speed. See, Sorrell's coming out with the intent to have a whack. Hasn't been too successful so far, but he's still there. Last ball of the over, I think. And just watches that go by harmlessly through to the keeper. And despite the The wayward delivery to begin the over was essentially a maiden, so a good over there from Sohail.
Wouldn't expect anything less from the Pashtun pacer from Pakistan. He makes sure that he limited that damage after something that he, provided as a gift, if you will, to the United 11.
No, good for him.
So, so good.
Some good community cricketing spirit.
Yeah, there you go.
Community spirit. I'm not sure I get my words mixed up. It's been a long weekend.
It's been a truly long weekend.
And we do want to give a shout out to everyone just enjoying their 4th of July celebrations here in the US, land of the free. We do want to give a thoughts out to those people up in Highland Park for the horrible shooting that occurred up there for the 4th of July parade earlier today. We don't want to get political here. Just want to say that we do need to somehow figure out a way to honour the Second Amendment by still restricting the access to people to shoot others at will for no reason.
Just a sad story, and unfortunately not going to get on a political spectrum here by any means, but just unnecessary.
Yes, absolutely.
And uncalled for, in my opinion.
Yes.
That's all there is to it. And an unfortunate norm in our country at this point in time.
It seems to be. But we've got some cricket going here. Christopher Powell coming in from the southern end. Big, lanky, West Indian, Caribbean style. Big overhead action. And also some zip. As Ravinder So discovered there with that first delivery. Steps away, has a big swing, and beaten by sheer pace.
We saw Ravinder do this the last time he played, I believe it was Sohail Tanvir, where he just steps away. It's just enough for him to, I guess, see the ball or extend his arms. And he played off Sohail Tanvir as well. So, if it works, it works. It may not be
Absolutely.
the most technically sound batting, but hey, if it's worked for him so far, I mean, they made it to the finals.
I've seen Ravinder play many, many, many years in the BPL, and man definitely enjoys his cricket. He's not one bound by the technicalities of the sport.
As no one should. Just play the game. You love the game, let's play the game.
Exactly.
Simple as that.
Plays how he enjoys it. And he's always seeming to enjoy his cricket. So my hat's off to the man.
And a very respectable man as well around.
He is.
Just not even just on the field, but also off the field. Had an interaction with him the first time I met him, just a few days ago actually, outside of playing, and another swing and a miss from Ravinder. But made a point to come say hello, shake my hand, and when you have a person who shakes your hand and looks you in the eye, gotta respect that no matter what.
Absolutely. Now we see Christopher Powell bowling very nicely. A consistent line and length here. He might be wise. I'm not the one to give advice here, but I would think a Yorker at this point might do the job. As it was, see Ravinder get it away. Quick run. And sharp take at the non-striker's end. Well done by Christopher Powell. Looks like it might have stung his hand just a little bit there. But Ravinder's off the mark. And the score moves along to 4.
You see Moeen having a conversation with his bowlers almost on a very regular basis. You can see how badly he wants this. Mm-hmm. He wants to defend this.
Well, there is prize money at stake. If I'm not mistaken, the prize money for first place is in the $20,000 range.
Be a nice little gift for you and I, Julian. We'll just split it half-half if Moeen ever wants to be so generous.
I somehow doubt that's going to happen, but that brings us to the end of the over. 4 runs on the board, no wicket down.
Here we go with Sohail Khan. Oh, Ravinder gave himself some room. Does he get enough? He got it just before the boundary. That's a 4. What a shot from Ravinder. There you see it. He stepped back, gave himself some room, and just swung away. That's exactly what I was talking about, Julian.
Absolutely, and why not? Only 2 men allowed outside the 30-yard circle for the 5 overs. Again, the power play shortened just a little bit because of the truncated over total. But here we'll see the replay of this. The steps back, big swing of the arms. Doesn't quite go all the way. 1 bounce over the boundary for 4. He'll be happy with that. We see the not exactly textbook style there.
Hey,
but it connected and it worked, so that's all that matters.
If it's unorthodox and it's giving you 4 runs, it's giving you a boundary off of Sohail Khan, no less.
Absolutely.
Teach me how to do that.
If I could do it myself, I'd teach you, but I'm not sure if I can.
And, as I tell everybody, there's a reason why I sit out here in the booth and not on the field in these tournaments.
And he stepped away. He's looking for the wide, but that was a fair delivery. Ravinder can only blame himself for stepping way outside the leg stump and didn't give him any chance to contact that. And, of course, good delivery there by Sohail as far as recognizing where to bowl to avoid getting whacked. Just coming off the short run, just a handful of steps. And, gets back quickly. I think he might have scampered home. They're going to do the replay.
There's going to be a review.
And the soft signal is out.
Okay, here we go. So again, just a quick reminder, everybody. What you see on your screen is what the third umpire is also looking at. Again,
I think he might have made it home personally, but I'm not out there. And umpire Lakmal is certainly a...
Is there a way to mute the outside noise?
You see the replay there. Quick turn and throw.
He's out. The bat's in the air. And what a throw.
Let's see, go back, see when the bail is dislodged.
Bail has to come out.
So it looked like the ball connected with the stump as he was out of his ground, but we have to wait to see when the bail dislodged. See when the bail is dislodged. So we see the good throw. Now the soft signal was out. So you see it roll forward. So we can see the close up. There we go.
Oh, the anxiety level right now for both teams at an all-time high, Julian. Just waiting to see.
For Saral Gupta especially. He's the man on the receiving end, potentially. We see that the fielder's wearing some rather impeccably white shoes. Here we go. You see the ball connecting with the stumps. Bat is definitely out of his ground. And see the bail dislodged, and he's not behind the line. So, yes, the out. He's So the decision's been made. The batter is definitely out.
Sohail Khan very alert with the fielding. Was able to get a direct throw on the stumps.
And so the batter is out. That's Saral Gupta, a run out at the non-striker's end, backing up a little bit too far. Now we see Ravinder not worrying too much about that, just whacking it down the ground. There is a man fielding it down there for the single. Oh, that looks... We're just getting confirmation on the new batter. I believe it's Mid Titus, but we'll get confirmation on that. See Ravinda looking a little bit concerned with the early wicket falling down. There should be one delivery left in the. Oh, it should be the over actually.
Oh, does
good
he have another
delivery.
one?
That one swung away
Slide appeal.
mightily.
What a ball from Sohail Khan. Wow.
That brings us to the end of the over. We'll get the score on the screen updated for you, but Ravinda did take a single after that run out, so it's going to be 9 for 1 after 3 overs. So yeah, we have confirmation. It's Smith Titus. He's faced. Well, we've got on the board here just one, but I believe it might have been two. Nonetheless, it's the end of the 3 overs. 9 for 1. It's going to be Christopher Powell coming back in from the southern end. Started off with an excellent over to begin his spell, coming in for over number 2, and we see Ravinda having another big wild swing and a miss. I do quite like the special Liberty Cup outfits that were made for this tournament. Looking rather splendid. That was a good delivery. Extra bounce. Not pouched by the keeper, but I don't think there was any edge on it. There's only been a handful of runs off the bat right now.
It's been a lot of
air swings.
A lot of swings from Ravinder.
Maybe the flies are getting to him out there. He's just trying to keep them away.
Either that or his the middle of his bat's looking like the windshield on a long road trip in the middle of summer.
Yes.
But nonetheless, he connected on that one. But
he did. That was more of a shot reminiscent of the current tennis championships at Wimbledon. That was a slap forearm cross court.
And unfortunately on this side, he picked up the fielder.
Forehand, yes.
So he finally does connect, but credit to the Baba brothers containing this, of course. You know, you've got...
Or to the Baba brother.
Or technically Baba brother, yeah, you're right. And what a delivery from Christopher. Right now he's just completely overmatched. Completely overmatched. So it's given 1 for the over. So if you're Ravinder, you got to go now. You've already played 13 deliveries. Seems to be a dot machine, Christopher Powell.
He is.
And I just, at this point, if you're the Baba brothers and you're trying to see, maybe you're just getting to hope that Ravinder just gets a nick out there, or, you know what, why not? Let him just swing away.
Well, I think so. I mean,
why not?
The run rate's creeping up. The required run rate still nothing near impossible at 6 2/3 and over. The Devil's number, 666. Another good delivery. That was a little bit shorter, so it was not over shoulder height. That is a maiden over, folks. That is a rarity, particularly in the final of a T20 competition, or for today's purposes, T16. It's 4 overs done. 9 for 1, United 11.
So the temperature is cooling down here at the stadium. We've got a nice breeze going across the field.
But the action's heating up.
But the action is heating up, yes. But it's nicely done by Christopher Powell. Takes maiden. So now if you are the United 11, you see there's a quick chat here. I think that's Sikandar who came out to have a little chat with Ravinder. And it's going to be Karan Lewis coming in. And if we know Karan, he's got definitely has the swag, and he can bring it.
That's right.
So here's his first delivery to Smid.
Ooh.
Oh.
Quite a bit of in-swing there. It may have caught an inside edge and onto his body. Looked rather painful.
He's getting some shouts from the dugout there. I think it's some of his countrymen out there. And you see that sly smile. I almost feel like he's setting it up for something here.
Could be we see Smith batting out of his crease. Might be wise to just back up a little bit, give him a hair more time. That was a quick delivery, not so much bounce. Might have hit a damp spot on the pitch. You see one of the Baba brothers out there in the, well, two of the Baba brothers out there.
Chatting it up with, I think it's Damien Ebanks. That's having a conversation.
Ooh, big in swing. They're gonna should run through for a bye, and they will. That should be signalled a bye. Well, it looked like a bye. Perhaps he got a very tiny inside edge. There was no signal from umpire Lakmal. Oh, that one hurt. Got him in the chest.
That's going to leave a mark.
Ravinder's a tough guy. He's not going to let that worry him too much. Just a moment to catch his breath. He'll be up in a moment. That was a quick delivery.
Kanar just coming out, making sure he's okay. That looks like they may have got him in the ribs, just underneath the arm.
That would be painful. You ever caught a ball in the ribs or any other thing in the ribs, like a fist or an elbow? It hurts.
No, thank you. And right now I'm getting some sympathy pain for him over here. And bringing out the magic spray.
Yeah, usually if you get a nice bruise, it might wind you a little bit. That just takes your breath away momentarily.
It's a badge of honor.
The worst would be a cracked rib.
Don't want to see that. We see Kanar.
Not pleasant, but there's not much you can do about those either. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully he's up and about in no time. Bit of the magic spray.
You kind of saw Kanar pointing to where it was. He's definitely pointed out towards the rib area. Mm-hmm. So hopefully he's all right. Magic spray that's required to have on hand by all teams.
Mm-hmm. Now the question is, what does Kanar do next? If he's any bowler worth his salt, he's probably going to come back with another short delivery.
Yeah, it looks like he needs some help getting up. That's no joke, taking a delivery like that. And I think Kanar knew he was stepping away, so he was trying to get to. I think he was trying to get to just maybe his foot, but just ended up being short and went straight up. And hopefully he's all right, but he definitely seems to be in a lot of pain. So we'll take a quick injury timeout. We'll be here, but we'll be back in a quick second, and hopefully Ravinder's going to be okay and he'll be able to continue. So it looks like Ravinder is going to retire hurt at this point in time. He is leaving the field.
Thankfully, he's walking off under his own steam, so that's good. And maybe that's going to be...
Gets a round of applause from the crowd, as he should.
And maybe he'll be okay to come back on. We'll find out a little bit later on.
So Sharad Lumba comes in as the replacement batter. He immediately gets off the strike, gets an inside edge, gets it out towards fine leg, and good running. So for Midwest, or excuse me, the United 11, the score continues to tick on up. Hopefully Ravinder's doing okay. He walked off under his own power, which is a good sign. And he's getting continuous treatment there on the side. I believe there's a doctor on site. That's why he's being surrounded right now. Hopefully just it's nothing more than just a nasty bruise and no internal damage of any sort. So Kinnar is getting a little bit of a talk from Kamran Akmal as to the strategy they were trying to utilize. Conversation continues. Quite a lengthy conversation, so we say.
Still one ball remaining in the over. This is the fifth over. This is the end of the power play. I think it's fair to say that the Babar brothers have done a good job of restricting run flow in the power play. Good looking drive, straight down the ground. There is a man out there. Should just be a single. And it is. That should bring us to the end of 5 overs. Just the Devil's number, 13 on the board for 1 down. I guess that's not Devil's number, unlucky number. Nonetheless, 13 for 1 and 1 retired hurt after 5.
Looks like it's going to be Moin Babar coming in for the Babar brothers, the captain. Feverishly trying to show where the fielder should be. So in this scenario, the power play has concluded, considering it's only a 16-over game. So now we've got the field opened up, long on, long off, deep mid-wicket, and a deep square leg as well. Here we go for Moin, and I think I swear to God, I feel like these guys just hear me when I say here we go, and then they decide they just want to cut the run up, and it's a dead ball. It can't be by a coincidence. It happens only to me.
Well, I'm here as well, so
It's given a wide. The ball really turning there for Moyne.
I've got some commentary here talking about the devil's numbers, whether that's a Freudian slip. I think that's sort of mixed psychology there. That's just me referencing superstitious numbers. Nothing Freudian about that at all. Unless we see a quick run. Score moves along to... is there a wide? Is there a wide?
One wide,
Score moves along to 15. With the wide to start the over. That's it. That's the last lap. And we see chopped away by Smith. And it's running away towards the boundary. Probably going to pull up just because of the damp outfield. Should be an easy 2. Satisfied with 2. I'm not sure Moeen persists with the leg spinner when he's a quicker bowler. Can certainly generate pace. But that seems to be his bent these days.
I think it could be just more of trying to get these batsmen to get something up in the air, perhaps. Just trying to get them a little bit greedy, if you will. Trying to maybe overextend slightly, perhaps.
Perhaps. He's having a bit of trouble with mud on his shoes.
As he's just slapping those cleats away.
Mm-hmm.
So if he had something from Nine Sports, maybe that wouldn't have happened.
It's true. Nine Sports produce shoes that don't have mud clinging to them.
Exactly.
Or anything else.
It's a nice pair of kicks. Personally, I'm a fan of those peach little accents in there for the summertime. Why not?
I'm sure he's going to wreck the heels by putting those on without undoing the laces. Something I would never do. I always taught my kids to undo their shoelaces and not destroy their shoes.
Oh, there's a possibility for a run out. Good throw from Jamin.
That was a good call and good run. I'll give Sharad that. It was smart running.
And Sharad, who's played quite a bit of first-class cricket in India, also playing in the IPL, if I'm not mistaken, a few seasons ago for the Mumbai Indians.
Oh, correct, I think you're right.
Oh, just goes down leg and a very quick run.
Some scrambling, some yelling and screaming. It's probably going to be a wide, 2 wides, as indeed it is.
If you notice, a lot of screaming coming from the Babar brothers fielding right now. Just, I'm not sure if it's the sense of urgency to get an out or just them being very tight in the field right now.
Well, they're probably on a little bit on edge, much like a circus performer.
Oh, is that a dad joke number 1 that I should be aware of?
That was a reference back to a previous
Okay.
dad joke.
So, I'm still waiting for the first dad joke to come here, Julian. Oh, what a delivery from Moyne.
Excellent delivery.
Had Smith in a little bit of a conundrum there. So, see, Ali Rashid, you've commented. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Of course, it's not just myself. It's the likes of Sharik and Julian, who's next to me now. That helps. And what
good
an
delivery.
Absolutely obliterated the wickets. Wow. And in this night, those stumps light up, and there is no doubt as Smith innings come to an end, and if I'm not mistaken, now it's the man who's been the most prolific hitter of this tournament so far. I believe that's going to be Shashul Magan. We'll wait to confirm. Shashul, of course, in the first match, just ho-ha-hum 202. As I said, that's probably some career numbers for some people out there.
Mm-hmm.
Just wait to confirm.
It is a Sashal.
It is. There we go.
Let's see the replay of that Magnificent delivery from Moeen. That was the flipper.
It was a flipper. It flipped the stumps backwards.
Exactly. And that brings us to the end of 6. We need to say that, oh yes, just clean him up.
Notice Smith's bat came at an angle, didn't come out straight, and I don't think, honestly, even if he does get a little piece of it, it's flying directly either to the keeper or it's going straight onto the stumps. That's just a very, very good executed delivery from Moeen.
It is. So Sashil comes in. He goes to the non-strikers end now because that was the end of the over. Looks like we're going to have Kenar Lewis coming back into the attack, or continuing the attack from the northern end. He's now known as the Rib Cracker.
Yeah, absolutely at this point in time.
But, all jokes aside, let's hope that Ravinder's doing okay. Nothing more than a nasty bruise would be probably the ideal outcome at this time.
Looks like he's still just laying down over there, but I could be wrong. It's getting a little bit harder to see in that distance, but hopefully he's doing okay more than anything else.
Yeah. And hopefully, if needed, he's ready to come back and bat.
Absolutely.
To help
And
bring the team home as we get there. Because there's now 10 runs required. Sorry, 10 overs remaining with 70 runs required. So that's 7 runs per over for those of you doing the math.
so it's these two batsmen, right? It's Sashil and Sarad, the attack of the double S's.
There you go.
If these guys can stay,
And
United 11 have a good chance. And there you see Ravinder just on the ground. He's got some ice on there. And that's going to be given a wide, yes indeed.
And I spoke incorrectly. It's not Kenar Lewis continuing. It's Amin Gilani coming to the attack. And it starts with a wide. And certainly don't want to give away too many bonus runs.
There you see Ravinder. Go ahead, rest up, Cap. I'm sure your team's in good hands between these two batsmen.
That may be a wide, yes, angling away from the right-hander. And, I mean, not happy with that, but Lakmal just shakes his head. It's a wide. I called it wide. My arms went up. That's what it is. Despite your protest, it's not going to change my decision.
That's why they say the men in blue, or whoever's standing behind the stumps from the bowler's end, it's their final say. That's all there is.
Absolutely, especially when it comes to wides. That's a good-looking shot. There's a man down the field there. They should come back for 2, and they will. And
just-
to Sharad.
So just a run a ball needed, right, at this point in time, if they do decide that they want to play all 16.
Well, a little bit more. There was
Just-
7 runs and over.
yeah,
Slightly
just-
more than 1 run.
Just slightly over. Oh, there's an opportunity. Oh, just gets into the covers. Adil grabs it on a single. That's a good throw.
Another good bit of running.
But Shuttle and Sashil both run very, very well. So you kind of see that these guys are, I mean, obviously they're very smart batsmen. They know what needs to happen. They're very, and if you notice, they're always looking at that scoreboard after every over, just calculating. It's a good sign. They know what they're about.
Exactly. They can don't
And
have to do anything foolish.
and more importantly, just do what's needed for the team, right? You're not going to get any extra prizes for finishing this up in the 10th over or 9th over.
No.
Just keep your wickets and just make sure you continue to rotate that strike. That's going to be the biggest thing.
And that's basically, if you rotate the strike, by default, you're going to pick up 5 or 6 runs and over. You just a couple of those you turn into 2s or perhaps the odd boundary, and you're going to easily achieve your 7 runs per over required. For those of you just joining in late, just to refresh everybody's memory, the match started out as a 20 over per side affair, as we see Amin continuing. That may be wide again, and it is. So it started out as a 20 over affair. There was a rain interruption about halfway through the first innings, which shortened the match to 16 overs per side. The Baba brothers ended up with a total of 91 for their 16. They were all out in 13.2 overs, but technically that counts as their 16 overs. The DL method was applied, And the ultimate target was 90 runs. So just a couple of runs shy of what you would think is required based on the Baba Brothers total. But the DL method came into effect. So a single there to Sarshal to get himself off the mark. Brings Sharad on strike for there's still two deliveries remaining this over. So they haven't done too much and they've picked up 10 runs. See a bit of movement behind the stumps. Dead ball. Just nicely turned away around the corner, thinking of two, going to settle for the one. Sharad moves along to 10.
Very elegant looking shot from Sharad. Just plays it down fine leg.
Again, not doing anything silly, just getting bat on ball, picking up the ones, twos, and sort of been helped this over by 3 bonus deliveries. You hear the fireworks going on in the background.
You hear those loud booms. It's not us, I promise you. It's just the fireworks going around. Very quick running between the wickets.
Good single. Not sure if it came off the bat or the body. No signal from the umpire, so we can assume there's a bit of bat in that. That brings us to the end of the over. And it should be 31 for 2 after 7. With Sharad on 10, Sarshal on 2. And right now, United 11 looking in good shape. 59 required off 9 overs, just about 6.5 runs an over. Should be able to romp this in without 2 minutes difficulty, but there's still time to go. And for those of you watching, this match started out with a 3 o'clock start. It was delayed till 4:30. Here we are at 8:45 at night, still going. It's been a long final. 9 overs remaining, should it go the distance. And then stay tuned shortly after that for the presentation of the winners. One of these two teams will take home the Liberty Cup for 2022. It's going to be Moyne, yeah. It's going to be Moyne continuing from the south end of the ground. And I believe it's going to be Sarshal on strike. And big swing and a miss. Wideish delivery, but certainly within the tram lines. It's the dot ball. Turned around the corner for a single. Sarshal moves along to 3. Yes. Sharad will now be on strike. Oh, leg by. I do apologise. That was called a leg by. We'll just reduce that. And Sarshal remains on 2 after the leg by. So 3 essentially dot balls. 1 run so far from the over, but that was a leg by. So that doesn't get credited to the batter or to the bowler, or to the batter for that matter. Moyne continuing. Certainly been making a good contribution to his team's success right now. A little bit of in drift from the leg spin there. They're going to look for 2 was the runner, but wisely sent back. Just the one to Sharad. And could be in for an interesting finish here as we approach the halfway point of the United 11 chase. Ooh, not out. It was going down leg side. Good slower delivery. Miss hit completely. Beaten all ends up. Whacked into the inner thigh. Might have caused a little bit of discomfort. thankfully seem to miss anything vital, including the stumps. Not out given for the leg before appeal. Again, here's some fireworks going off in the background to celebrate the 4th of July. Apologies to any one of you who have dogs, has to put up with that. Big swipe, doesn't get all of that. Just a single through the leg side. And that should bring up the end of the over, and it does. After 8 overs, halfway through the run chase. 34 for 2, United 11. They require 56 off 8. Again, for those of you at home who are practicing your math calculations, that's a very even 7 runs per over required to bring them home.
Moeen Babar showing some great intent with his bowling attack there. He's got only conceding 9 runs, taking a wicket, of course. 2 overs in the books for him. Let's see what he's able to do as he will transfer this responsibility on to the next bowler. Looks like it's going to be Karan Lewis. Yes, indeed, it'll be Karan. And so he's having a quick conversation between him and Akmal. That's Kamran Akmal right there. It says that there's going to be a slight field change, sending a deep square leg into play. That's Christopher Powell. That's going out to deep square. We've got Sohail Khan at long on. And you've got Ahmadullah Adil sitting out there at, we'll just call it, there's a third man, of course, and then Ahmadullah will say he's over on just in between deep point and deep cover. So the field is set. Here's his first delivery. And he goes for it. He goes exactly to deep square. But I think he got all of it. Yes, he does. All the way into the prairie. And that is a massive, massive 6 off the bat of Sushil. And yeah, we're not going to find that ball, ladies and gentlemen. Might as well just move on to the next one because that was huge. Absolutely huge. Look at that. Just, he was ready for that. He was almost expecting that ball to come. And he just absolutely demolished it. Just been delighted by Sushil's batting this whole tournament. He's not disappointing here. From that shot, let's see what Karan has in store. Oh, this one, he crowds him. That was a... don't try that again, delivery. That's what that was. See Sushil just going rubbing that side. Hopefully he's all right. You see the see the grimace in the face. Deep breath, just for refocus. Next one, oh, he tries to just guide that towards third man area, but misses it. I think he wanted to give his ribs inside a little bit of a time off there and just not play it onto the leg side, which would have really asked him to torque his torso. You try saying that multiple times. Torque your torso, torque your torso. So 2 dot balls from Kanar. And there he goes again. Smacks it. Wow, right by deep mid-wickets. Just goes over for a 4. Kanar has his hands on his heads. I just like, what's going on? But what a shot from Sushil. Not sure if there's going to be an MVP award, but if there is, this man's name should be all over that. And good for Sushil. He took some time to regroup after being hit in the side. He made sure he connected very well on the next one. Oh! Top edge flies over the keeper, and that's going to go for a boundary. 4 runs, so back-to-back boundaries. I mean, that ball just took off from his bat. And there was really no chance for the keeper. I mean, no matter how high he would have jumped, there was that ball was ticketed for the boundary. I believe that's Ahad out there with the gloves. This one he doesn't get all of, but gets it out towards fine leg. That'll be a quick single. See Bargoob Abdul. I know this man. That's aforementioned Abdul Basid Bargoob, who helped me continue to develop my game while I was in Arizona. So similar to what Sharik did for me to spark my interest. As I like to call him, Basid Bhai. Just saying Basid brother. It's a form of respect, of course. Much appreciated. Always been in my corner. So thank you for listening in, Basid Bhai, and appreciate everybody tuning in on this nightcap, which really wasn't supposed to be scheduled to be a nightcap for the final. But be safe out there. If you're enjoying the 4th of July fireworks, please be safe. And again, our thoughts and our prayers go out to those affected in the Highland shooting here earlier today in the Chicagoland area. So we've got 9 overs complete. Moin Babar comes back. He's been very, very good. He's got 2 overs, very tidy for 9 runs. 1 wicket, of course. See what he can do here. Oh, Shard. Or that was Sushil who pulls it. Are they going to run back? Are they going to run back? Yes, it's Sushil's call. Runs back very comfortably. And Moin just grabs the ball and marches back. And that brings the United 11 to 51. So that's their 50 marks. So just 39 away. 39 runs needed. 6.5 overs left. Just need 5.7 runs per over. Nicely done. I think that was a miss hit, of course. Goes out from the inside part of the bat. Goes out towards fine leg again, and that will be 2 additional runs. See Humayun Ahmadzai saying best of luck to Sushil Magan. Humayun also a very, very good player. So Humayun, I'm glad you're watching out there. Always love watching you play in the field, and love it when you show off that arm of yours. And what a shot from Sushil. Deposits that into cow corner, and that is a 6, a maximum coming off his bat. A loud cracking sound. And just as I say that, there's a small baby running out onto the field. Hopefully she's, they grab her really quickly. It's a good idea. But take a look at that shot, man. Look where it ended up. Just supremely timed. And Sushil doing absolutely wonders for his team. Looks like he wants to take Moin on. Oh, there's a stumping attempt, but The umpire, Luckable, says it is grounded. And he is going to go for a review. So this is the umpire's review. So just ensure that, again, you'll see what the umpire sees, the third umpire. So you see Shuttle's foot just in. Okay, no, he's in. But we're just waiting for the official review.
Yeah.
All right, we've gotten the official review that he is good. That didn't take long at all. So waiting for the green light to go on. And there it is, the green light comes on. Lets Sushil know he is safe. So umpire Luckman, he had the right call. It's a good idea to use it, why not? That's what it's there for. Make sure we get the call right. And this time it goes down leg. That looks like he got a piece of Ahad as well on the way. Waiting for, that's a wide. Yes, that's just a wide. Yes, it's been given a wide. So turning out to be a little bit more of an expensive over from Moyne, who was so tidy in his first two. As Sharad does the smart thing, just pushes it out towards square. And that will be a single. So if you're the United 11, you want Sushil on strike as much as you can, right? It's as simple as that. Sharad, in his own right, an excellent player, of course, having played very high quality cricket, can also handle the bat. But you can clearly tell from Sharad's batting that he's just trying to rotate that strike and get Sushil as many chances as he can. And again, nicely played. Will they keep it to a single, or are they going to go for a double? Yes. Oh, no! Oh, that could have been disaster. Absolute disaster. And now they're going to take the run on the overthrow. Oh, disaster almost striking for the United 11. But for the Babar brothers, it ends up costing them an additional run, as that will conclude the over. Not sure exactly what the conversation is, but both Sharad and Sushil are having a conversation.
Looks a little animated out there, but just a bit of fun and laughs.
It's I don't know, they had me fooled there for a second, Julian.
Me too. But anyway, that's now the end of 10. 64 for 2, United 11 in control. 26 runs required from 6 overs. And it looks like we're going to have a change of bowler.
Looks like they're going back with Sohail Khan, trying to make sure they try to stifle this run chase as quickly as you possibly can. He's already bowled 2 overs. It's been very economical.
Yes, they start off rather slowly, did United 11, but since Sushil's come to the crease, 30 off 17 has propelled United 11 into the driver's seat.
See that Rahim Rapani's also watching. Rahim, you left too early, man. The game was still on. But I'm glad you're watching on Facebook Live or Cricket Clubs Live or YouTube, wherever you're watching. Thank you so much for joining us.
Excellent delivery to start off his new spell. Dot ball. Good length outside off stump. And got some definite bounce, definite rise with Sohail. Again, you may hear the fireworks going off in the background, unsurprising, for 4th of July. This one may be a wide, and it is. just a little bit too wide outside the off stump. Not a bad idea there from Sohail. Just missed his mark a touch. And unfortunately, they don't have a lot of runs to play with. Yes, once again, we're here at the beautiful Bolingbrook ground. Bolingbrook itself will be setting off their fireworks a little bit later on at the golf club as we see that driven away through the covers, just tapped away rather than a drive, but back for a comfortable 2 is Sharad.
It's a beautiful cover drive from Sharad. Technically sound, just presents the bat, just full face, gets it off the middle, and absolutely pleasure to watch that one.
Still a little bit of outswing. Seasoned bowler is Sohail. Obviously played at very high level. Let's see some fireworks off in the distance. And we've seen some fireworks here on the ground tonight with Sachol's batting. He's at the non-striker's end right now. Good delivery, but well played. Just addressed the ball with the face of the bat. Ran it down, scampering back for 2. Tight, but it should be home. And looks to be.
And there it is. There's going to be another review coming up here. It's for a run out.
All right, well, we'll
So
add
the third
1 to the score.
Umpire will be taking a look at the review as well.
I'm suggesting that he probably got home. Get us on. See the return catch come in, and it looks like the batter's comfortably home. So worth taking the review, just to be on the safe side. I'll just get the signal out to the fielders. There's the green light, indicating that the batter is not out, home safely. We'll add the extra run on now. That's 69 runs. Oh, what am I doing? I've credited the wrong.
Oh, what a shot! Oh, wow! Sharad, what a beautiful shot off of his bat. Just
Massive.
picked that short ball out
Big 6.
and just slaps it away. Julian, what timing?
Let's have a look at this on the replay. Oh, that was amazing. He got onto the length early, cracked it away.
And I think that ball is gone. I think a new one's going to be required. Or used one, but new one for this match.
So still the 1 ball remaining in the over. So Hale's figure somewhat spoiled by that large hit. And I guess we can throw it out there to the people watching out on Facebook Live. Now just 15 runs were required. 5.1 overs remaining. So what overhand ball? Oh, good delivery. Still see some swing, beat the outside edge. Brings us to the end of the over, 75 for 2 after 11. Got 5 overs remaining. They need 15 runs. So what do you think, Shaz? And what do you think people out there watching live? When will they achieve this score? When will they get to their 90?
Oh, it's
15 runs. How many balls do you think it's going to take?
They need 15 runs. I'll say maybe in the next 2 overs. I think they'll get it maybe a boundary or two.
I think we
here.
need it down to the ball. So
You think so?
yeah, I think you need to go down to like 13.2 or
Let's-
12.5. Come on, be brave.
Let's go with 13.2.
13.2. So you're going to think the exact same number of deliveries as was required to get Baba Brothers out.
I think 13.2.
13.2. That's fair enough. Anyone else out there on Facebook Live? I am going to go with 12.5.
12.5. We've
They
got
got us
Abdul Basit saying 6 balls, just 1
6
over.
balls, so 1 over. So he's saying they'll have it by the final ball of the 12th over. I'm thinking 11 balls. So
He's saying that both the batsmen are extremely set. Atta Urab says 12.3.
So he's given them 9 balls to get it. Looks like it's.
Oh, there's a call.
Oh, been given.
It's been given.
And I think that's probably a good decision.
Oh,
I think it was
my.
but they are going for the replay. So the third umpire has been called into question here. Or called into action again, I should say, not question. No, questioning the umpiring crew. Called into the action for the replay. This is like 3 replays and about 5 balls. So this is Christopher Powell back into the attack, just to let you know. First delivery of his new over to Sashal. And he may have picked up the vital wicket. Might be a little too late, but we'll find out. It looked out to me, I will say, from this angle. It looked like it was going to take out leg stump. Looked like it pitched in line. It looked like it was hit him in line. And towards the top end of leg stump is my guess. That's what it looked like. But just waiting for the replay. Once again, to remind you guys, you'll see exactly what our third umpire is seeing here in the dugout.
This could be a very, very crucial moment here for the Babar brothers.
Here we go.
See the replay.
Looks to pitch in line. Oh, maybe going down leg side. Impact out outside, which means it's got to be missing the leg stump. If it's impact outside the leg stump, so we'll do just double check with the replay, but it looked like it hit him outside the leg stump, and with the angle it was going to continue down past the leg stump. Not missing by much, but missing by enough to be given not out.
Yep.
So a good replay call there from the batter. Not out is the final decision.
Let's see what the reaction is from the Babar brothers there.
They'll get the green light on the field as saying he's not out. Once we get it all wired up here again. A few technical difficulties. There we go. Green light. Green light. Batter is not out. And we shall continue. So it goes down as just a dot ball. An eventful dot ball, but a dot ball nonetheless.
A good utilization of that review from the
Yes.
batsman. Excellent decision.
At first glance, I thought it was out, but perhaps I should go get my eyes checked. But it all happens so swiftly. It just goes to show the pressure umpires are in on a normal basis. If you weekend cricketers and you get a decision from your umpire, it all happens very fast. They are required to make split-second decisions. And sometimes it's not always 100% perfect. They're not trying to give you out deliberately. If they are, they shouldn't be there. But sometimes you're given a not out decision when you're out, or vice versa. Just be nice to them. That's going to be down leg side. It's going to be a wide.
A little frustration there from Christopher. You see it, see? You see it in the body language.
Mm-hmm.
Just
That's
a
the
little
same body
frustrated.
language he had when he smacked the ball when he was batting straight to the guy at mid-wicket, who took a marvellous catch.
So more predictions coming in. We got 12.3 from Atta Urab. Sanjay Anand says 12.4. It's an opportunity.
Yeah,
The keeper,
yeah.
Ahad gave it a good try, valiant try. And he really ran to the ball, but unfortunately unable to get to it.
Just a wide and then two.
So we've got Muhammad Daniel Rashid saying 11 balls, and then 13.2 from Venkatesh Naidu as well. Nicely hit by Sushil again. Takes it out towards third man.
So what do we got for predictions? I said 12.5. We've got a 13. You're 13.2.
Right, 13.2. So far, Abdul Basit, apologies. Looks like you're going to be out of the running on this one.
A couple of sixes.
I guess, yeah. Never mind. He's got two deliveries left, but he himself says looks like his prediction was bad. And what a flick!
Hang on.
And that's a full. That's 4. And that almost took out one of the Vestagear family members. And a 4 offer on fine leg.
But an excellent shot by Sharad. So with Basit, there's still a wide possibility or a no ball and a 6. There's still a chance for him. We see it bounce just about a foot or 2 inside the boundary rope. An excellent shot. That brings the total down to 7. 7 required off just over 4 overs. So this should be a cakewalk now at this point. And
what a
nice
classy
and
shot. What a classy
that is
shot.
a fantastic shot.
And
Little
that's
bit of
going
width,
to be
4
gone
runs.
for a 4. Wow. Julian, we have been honored to be here to watch this delightful batting from Sharad and Sushil, I would say. This is just phenomenal.
They've certainly done the part now. United 11 with a little bit of trouble early on. Lost their second wicket, and they've got one other batter in the shed with hopefully nothing too serious, but had to go off retired hurt with a nasty blow to the ribs. But now down to just 3 runs required to bring this home. So whoever predicted 12.3 overs might be in luck here.
I wonder who that could be.
No, I did 12.5. Someone did 12.3.
So there's we have a 12.3 from Atta Urab and 12.4 from Sanjay Anand.
Oh, so Sanjay is trying to do the what's the Price is Right job on.
Yeah, wonder if it's a Bob Barker version or the Drew Carey version that he wants
I
to call
prefer
it.
the Drew Carey version. Although I did like Bob Barker's nice microphone. All right, it's a little bit of a hold-up. I'm not sure what it is. Just a bit of an equipment change for the keeper. Oh, he's getting the helmet. That's what it is. So we're going to have some spin to finish. Looks like it's going to be Hanan coming into the attack, perhaps a little too late. He's a handy bowler. Certainly one to contain rather than full-on attack.
Does Sushil go for it? Does he finish it off in style? He's hit so many. Oh, he did try to go for it. He did try to go for it. And the stumps light up. Oh. He lost his shape. That's the first time we've seen him lose his shape like that. Take a look at that replay. You could tell he wanted it.
He did. He wanted it.
He wanted it really badly.
Just missed completely and clean bowled.
And it stumps light up. He walks off. Hey, Sushil, absolutely nothing to hang your head off. Don't put your head down by any means. You have absolutely played your heart out.
And he's done the job to bring him home.
And honestly,
it's now just a matter of
the whole tournament. He's done this exactly for the United 11. You know, his head should be held up high, and that bat should be in the air because that man absolutely killed it for his team this whole tournament. Sorry for my lack of vocabulary here, but that's just the blunt truth. He absolutely came in, and he did exactly what he was assigned to do. Go hit. And that's exactly what he did. And it was not by any slogging means. It was very elegant shots.
Probably a bit of a slog, but
yeah, but just elegant shots, very well placed, very well timed, and just magnificent batting throughout the tournament.
Yes.
So Sushil, I tip my cap to you, even though I'm not wearing one right now. But
that brings Adil to the crease.
Very nicely done.
And another dot ball, so my 12.5 is getting closer to the mark here. But then again, your 13.2 comes into play here shortly.
Hey, wonder what I win, Julian.
You win a handshake from me. And slapped away. That should be 2. No, just going to settle for 1. A little bit of lackadaisical running there.
I think Sharad wants to finish this.
Perhaps so.
That's what it looks like.
All right, whoever predicted 12.3, you're out of the game now. Unless there's 2 wides. There's a possibility that bowls a leg side wide and they pick up a run. There's always that possibility. And, ooh, swift stumping attempt.
You see it. You see that these guys want to finish it in style.
I do.
That's what they want to do. All the signs are there. Sharad not taking the double.
Exactly.
The time
That was
prior.
the glory.
Yeah, in the time prior with Sachel, just a shot that he's absolutely able to play, but just missed it.
And just defends, so that gives me my shots gone, 12.5 overs. Again, barring any wides.
Oh, this is like death by 1,000 paper cuts right now.
Between the toes.
Oh, man. Let's finish this. Let's finish this. And there it is. He's going to get it out there. Is it going to pass the boundary?
No, it's going to hold up inside the boundary, but they should come back for 2. No, they only run 1? What? What is going on?
What is
No,
going
they come
on?
back for 2. That should be it
Did he
now.
get to the boundary? Or I think that concludes
I
the
think
game.
that's it.
That's it.
Sharad brings it home with 2 runs. Target has been achieved. Match is over. Congratulations to United 11 for winning the tournament.
A masterful job of teamwork from the United 11. Absolutely played their hearts out.
And it's good to see Ravinder walking out there, not looking in too much distress right now, so hopefully nothing too serious for him. But congratulations to United 11 in general. Says United 11 won by 2 runs by DL. Actually, they would have won by 7 wickets, but close enough. Yeah, I guess so. 33 with did he get wickets?
So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have the trophy presentation here shortly. Again, congratulations to the United 11 and a great fight from the Babur brothers. But more importantly, thank you for all the participating teams in this tournament. It's been an absolute blast.
Been a great tournament. Congratulations to the production crew, to all those who helped get things operating here on the ground staff, to Hassan Dastir for his organisation, just getting things off and running many months ago. It took many months of hard work to get all this set up, and he's done a great job. So again, stay tuned for the presentation. You might hear some fireworks going off in the background, and we'll see you shortly.
Let me just put this way. Someone wants to play soccer. Guys, let Khadija play soccer. No. Oh, shoot. Oh, my God.
Imran, मेरे पास आ जाओ. I need your help. Open your Cricket Club app.
My little brother.
Guys, last time what's going on, you follow this. Guys, you guys move. Because we considering this one is middle. Okay. Just the side. Can you move for a second? Can you tell everybody? You need the mic. Hello. Guys, presentation is starting. Can you guys come over here, please? United 11. Bauer Brothers. Can you guys come here, please?
Oh my gosh, you're so wet.
Bauer Brothers. United 11. Can you guys come over here? Let's finish the presentation. So everybody can go home and see the firework a little bit with their families.
I look so cool doing that. I just don't like it. Stop, bro. Like,
Alright, camera go a bit behind a little more. And everybody will be just back side of it a little bit. The team will come here and there. United 11 comes to my left side, please. United 11, can you guys come to the left, my left side? ऐसे ही बुलाते खाना शुरू हो गया दूल्हा वाले खाना Hey, Baba Brothers, can you guys come to the right side, please?
Mine. I knew it. You said you got millions of dollars.
You're right.
I knew
And everyone can come over here, please, for the presentation. Sikandar, can you come here, please?
I'll give it to Dom. Your sister will give Yes, I have it.
Just guys, a couple more minutes, we'll be starting it.
All right, guys, thank you, each and every one of you, for coming out and supporting the tournament. Big round of applause for United 11. Excellent fight by our brothers. And I would like Hassan Bhai to say a few words, as he is the man behind this whole tournament. Hassan Bhai.
Hassan Bhai.
So did you guys have fun? Yeah! Was the best tournament in Chicago? Yeah! Right, now yes. Yes. Yes, no doubt about it. So I'd like to dedicate this tournament to the person
person who actually made me start playing cricket when I was a kid. And that's none other than my father, Mr. Ghulam Dastagir Bhatt. Come here on the stage. If I have a vision about cricket, it's because of him. And yes, the man behind it. If I am anybody in this life, now it's because of him. So this tournament is dedicated to my father. So we're gonna kick off the presentation ceremony here. By the way, how many of you like the idea of the third umpire? Considering no one in the US has offered third umpires, we started, with this idea that okay, we're gonna make Liberty Cup a bigger tournament than ever, and that's what we try to achieve here. And as you can see, that it was a lot of effort that goes behind it. But the whole idea started, the concept of Liberty Cup started with the idea that we're gonna get some international players here that gonna come overseas, and we distribute among the teams, so the local talent can learn from the whole experience playing with the international players. And we have 4 players who actually flew just from Pakistan. So I would like to first get all those 4 players, Mr. Sohail Tanveer, Kamran Akmal, and Mohammad Irfan. Trust me, gentlemen, these 4 players from Pakistan are amazing human beings. Where's Kamran Bhai?
Can 2 of you guys, Hassan bhai, 2 of you guys come? और 2 इधर आ जाए, 2 उधर. सोहेल भाई, आप भी इधर आ जाए.
Just waiting for Kamran Bhai. As soon as he gets here, then we can get started. Alright, he's here. So,
Yeah.
I promised you guys one thing, that Liberty Cup 2022 was just the beginning of players coming, we started from Pakistan, but we're gonna open this idea to the whole world. So next year we'll have a lot more players coming from all over the place. But I want to thank these 4 individuals, especially, guys, like I said, they have flew all the way just for this tournament, and I cannot, thank them enough. So thank you so much again. We have little further appreciation for these 4 players, and I'm gonna ask my father to start with Kamran Akmal. So this is the award for Kamran Akmal. Next one is Mohammad Irfan. Sohail Tanveer. And last but not the least, Mr. Sohail Khan. Chicago has seen some amazing bowling this weekend, and everybody can watch for that. I mean, I was watching from here. I was like, oh, I'm glad I'm not in there. Sorry, sir. So, with that, I guess we can get rolling with the other awards. I'm gonna hand the mic to Ahmad.
All right, guys, we know we will dive right into the awards. But firstly, I want to thank all the volunteers, all the umpires, each and every single individual who came and supported the tournament. It is not easy to organize such tournament without any help. I would start with the umpires, right, by Mushir, by Ehsan, by if I forget any name, I'm sorry, Sayyid Arshad, Maya Redricker, Maya, wherever you are, each and every one, with the ground management, with each and every one, with the support of Ehsan Rahman. Not only that, but also we have the support from cricket clubs. Thank you, cricket clubs, for covering. With that, we will dive into the awards.
I just want to thank the sponsors for the tournament. I want to thank Live Wellness, and the biggest sponsor of the tournament, CAD Engineering, and KESO, of course, and VPL. The other idea behind Liberty Cup was to collaboration between two leagues. As you see in the Chicago, it always happens that way, that leagues are fighting with each other, but this time we've seen collaboration between the two leagues, and you've seen that. It wouldn't be possible, with the help of two leagues, because we got the grounds and we got all the help that we needed.
So the first award is Man of the Match quarterfinal number 1 goes to Sachal. Irfan bhai, if you can please present that award. Also, $250 cash award is go to Sachal. We will give it to you. We will not run away. The second semi-final, if I can get second quarter-final. नहीं उन्हीं को मिल रहा है, उन्हीं से दूंगा। आज इरफान भाई दे दें, तारिक भाई दे देंगे। मैं कहाँ से दूँ? तारिक भाई gonna present the Man of the Match award to Sohail Khan. The second quarter-final goes to Sohail Khan. Thank you, Sohail bhai. Sohail bhai, don't go anywhere. Now you are presenting the award for the first semi-final, and it goes to Sharat Lamba of United. Lamba. Sharat Lamba. Tariq bhai, if you can present the award to Kamran Akmal, the second semi-final Man of the Match performance by Kamran Akmal. Faisal Gaba, if you are here, can you come up on the stage? Faisal Gaba. Faisal Gaba, our sponsor from Hujjaj Travel, for air travel ticket goes to Dhananjay Amre. Dhananjay, where are you at? Free return air ticket from anywhere. There's a clause that any person who lives in Chicago has to get that because of the conditions, which can be quoted lately, but
No, I just want to say that this prize is actually an extra prize included in the thing. And thanks to Faisal Gaba, from Hujjaj Travel, to sponsor that award. It was meant to be for somebody locally who lives local and local emerging talent. And we looked at the stats and everything, and Dhananjay was actually the first local player that came after the other players. It's a one return air ticket from Turkish Airways anywhere in the world. So.
So with that, we're gonna move to the best batsman. Best batsman tournament. I will ask Mr. Babar, the father of the 4 Babars, Uncle Babar, if you can come up on the stage and present the best batsman of the tournament goes to Sachal. And that is also comes with a $100,000. Sorry, my bad. I was just checking that the people are listening or not. So everybody is listening. I was gonna say Imad's gonna give that. I can give it any day. Anything for cricket, man. Anything for cricket. Thank you, Sharad. Sorry. Then I would like to invite Qasim Bhai come up on the stage. Qasim Bhai. Best bowler of the tournament.
So Qasim is my older brother who's been around me since childhood, and he has never missed a game of cricket. He's been with me since the beginning, always in the ground, always there for me.
Thank you. And the award goes to Sharad Lamba. That is also comes with $1,000. Thank you, Qasim Bhai. Thank you, Qasim Bhai. Now I want to introduce Julian to everyone for MVP Tournament Award. Julian, the man behind BPL. And I would like to invite Sharad Lamba to have the MVP tournament. Final tournament. And he is sharing it with Chachal. Julian, don't go anywhere. Present the award for, and that was $1,500. So the best fielder of the league goes to Imran Babar. In the league stage, he has the most catches. Huh? Yes. Hasan Bhai kids, I would like to invite on the stage. The MVP final goes to Sharad Lamba. That's $250. I would like to invite Ghulam Dastagir uncle to come up on the stage and present the runner-up trophy. And before that, I would like to invite Moin to come up on the stage and have a few words with us. Moin, tough luck. You got an excellent team, went to the final. Looks like you're gonna win the tournament. In the end, you guys got shocked by United.
Actually, we didn't got shocked by United. They really outplayed us in the finals. We were doing really good, but they were the best for the finals, and they performed. They played like champions. That's why they won that game. We were giving our 100%. I'm not gonna say nobody did anything wrong. They were playing their game, but I think those two crucial wickets taken by their main, Paji by Kohli, that was the biggest crucial point. Shaji and Kamran Akmal, they both got out, and we went into our tail was exposed afterwards.
What are you gonna say about the big man, big player, Kinar Lewis, who absolutely smoked 168 runs with 24 sixes.
Well, actually, that's a record I believe we made in 20 overs. It's 390 that we scored. It was amazing innings. It was just beast mode. He was in a beast mode. In that game, Jamin played also amazingly. Kamran Akmal and Ahad Malik, they all outperformed the other team. And by the way, in that same game, Sohail Khan hit 34 runs off an over. So that was another exceptional thing.
All right, congratulations for the runner-up, and I would like Uncle to present this trophy. I'm going to hold it. Babar Uncle, if you can come up on the stage. And that comes with a check of $10,000. Uncle is saying, you will hold the trophy, I'll hold the check. Congratulations, Baba brother. ताकि वो देखो फिर पीछे तस्वीर खिंचवा रही है ना विनर भी आप दे रहे I would like to invite the United 11 captain, the party.
We were just talking about that this guy took it, really to the heart today. He got hit with the ball pretty bad, so I hope he's feeling better. But Paji is an amazing person, honestly. He always have a smile on his face and he always do jokes around. Besides his cricket, I told him this person, I said, you are the most funny person I've seen. So with that, I'm going to invite my wife, Leanne. Yeah. So without her, basically, this cannot function because, as you all know, she was here on the ground last 3 days, doing all the work with me. Yeah. And as you've seen, the sponsor over there, the CAD Engineering, she is actually the owner of CAD Engineering.
So, and also guys, amazing one thing I saw that every night, trust me, you guys leave the garbage on the ground. She was the one was picking up the garbage all the time. And I give a credit for 100% to her.
So that being said, please don't leave garbage on the ground so she doesn't have to pick it up. Thank you.
Congratulations, Paji. Excellent win. Boys played well.
Yes, the boys played great. We stuck, as like a family. And I spent a lot of time, 3 days with them. And, we just played, well today.
I would like to say the semi-final. In the semi-final, Sharad, he just outplayed the other team.
Yes, Sharad is like one of kind of player. I never see like the way he hit. He just, I guess that's a record, 26 sixes in one game. Oh, Sacho. That was Shard. No, Shard is also a great player. Just like a day. He did that. So everybody, I'm gonna say, our whole team stuck together.
You played with mostly of the players that played with you, so that was the missing link, that you had the team chemistry, and this was the X factor compared to the other teams.
Yes, we barely changed any changes in our team, so this is our regional team, only couple of guys, but we don't have stars, they are my stars.
I mean, each and every one is a star tonight. With that, we're gonna lift up the trophy. Leanne Bobby, if you can, I'll hold it. United 11, the champion of Liberty Cup. Yeah. Congratulations, United 11, with that $22,000. The highest winning prize amount in Chicago history is created tonight. I would like to congratulate BPL, Casso, and Hassan Dastagir for doing that, for bringing that to you guys, and have a good night. With that, we will have the player trophies as well. So players, if you can make one line on the left and right, so we will go one by one.
So before we wrap up, I have just few people I want to thank personally. So there are a few guys I want to thank personally, and that's Sakita. Can you come up? Come here. Shell Shah, DJ. So these three folks are not only part of my team, but they're like my brothers. They have worked day and night for this tournament for me. We were here like 11 o'clock at night trying to put the scaffolding up to make sure that you will have a proper view of the cameras. So they were the one behind this thing. And also I want to thank the person behind the production from Studio 7, and that is no other than Umair Khan. Umair, can you come please here? Okay. It seems like we're gonna have start raining here, so we're gonna just wrap it up. Umair, can you come please, really fast? Cannot ignore this guy. So this is the guy behind all the replays. Without him, all this production that we did was impossible. So give a big hand to this guy. Big hand for Umair. Everyone, please. With that, we're gonna start giving the players the trophy. I'm gonna start with the runners up.
With that, Mushir Bhai, if you can present the runner-up. We'll start with the winners. Winner with that one. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Guys.
Come on, man.
Well done.
Not to it.
Congratulations.
Hey, Ali.
Very
good, guys.
Congratulations. Very good to see you, man. Always. No, good, sir. I know that. Boy, खत्म हो गया. Picture. Taran sir ji, congratulations.
Team photos के लिए, if the team can go at the back, we can take the team photo. I would like to invite Ahsan Bhai, Ahsanur Rahman, Shaz Latif, Lakmal, come up on the stage. यार कुछ टीम तो लेके आ, वो उधर खड़े में.